What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash app's in the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man, because we got to talk about the message that Ebony Prince had left for us. Ebony Prince decided to drop another clue, and it revolves around the same time as the Gloria incident, as the Christoper Alvarez incident, and everything revolving around the Mark Hotel. Now, for those of you who aren't in the know, Ebony Prince is an individual who used to work at the Mark Hotel. This is where he worked as a security guard and was able to obtain the items from Drake that later on ended up being the cover for Meet the Grams. Also claims to have other information in regards to Drake and other celebrities, and claims to have other incriminating evidence as well. Now, one of the latest clues that Ebony Prince has brought to us is taking us back to the day of January 22nd at 3 in the morning, close to 4 a.m. This date matches up with another date previously had posted by him, which is where other things had occurred at the hotel while Ebony Prince was a security guard. But one of the newest things Ebony Prince decided to reveal to us is a segment involving Christoper Alvarez again. Like I said, this date takes us back to January 22nd. A clearer photo would be a photo that he had posted when he originally started posting on Twitter. The date reads January 22nd, 2023 at 3:19 in the morning. Now, when Ebony Prince originally posted this photo, it was to Mr. Aubrey Drake Graham. May this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Talking about the items for Meet the Grams and talking about Christoper Alvarez, saying Jimmy Brooks is a character that Drake had played on Degrassi, who was in a wheelchair, and talking about how he wouldn't like how he had treated Christoper Alvarez, or Mr. Alvarez, who was also in a wheelchair. Now, Alvarez was quick to respond to Ebony Prince after he revealed that he was at the hotel looking for Drake, waiting for Drake. A lot of people started spamming Alvarez. They started messaging him. They started asking him, questioning him, what he knew or what was he doing there. Why is this person that worked at this hotel showing surveillance footage of you at the hotel doing this? Alvarez has a lot of health challenges that do put his life at risk, and it didn't make sense for him to be there waiting for Drake. Why would you go out your way, especially somebody with your condition? Why would you go out your way and wait for Drake? The footage that we're talking about today that Ebony Prince decided to share recently is video of Alvarez again. At first, he said, still not subscribed, body double my still lying. Now he's referring to Alvarez because Alvarez has been assumed of lying by Ebony Prince. He says, it could have been also simple. Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truths about you. Quoting Kendrick Lamar from Euphoria and sharing a video of Alvarez, an extended video of Alvarez from this photo right here. He shares this clip of Alvarez. It's an extended clip. He's had this clip for quite some time now. And this is a very important video because there's so many things revolving around this date. It not only revolves around Christoper Alvarez, but it also involves the Gloria situation. Now, as you can see from the top of the video, this is January 22nd, 2023. A day where a lot of events occur, where Drake is staying at this time, where federal agents are there, where people are getting fired. It says here, you all assumed they were both fired when in fact only one was, talking about the security, or the other from the security department resigned because he felt that nobody would believe him against Mr. Fitzenwell, which is Drake, and his team. Video footage later proved he acted properly, but it was too late. 2 Black American men became unemployed at this exact moment, and you made an enemy. And this is the day where Ebony Prince says that Drake had made an enemy out of him. The same day that Alvarez appears in this footage, this new footage that he shares. It's also the same day where federal agents appear. And it's already been alleged that this federal agent, keep it alleged, that their name could be Gloria, which is the name of the song on GNX, and which is a name that also seems to be attached to the Mark Hotel, Drake, and Ebony Prince, and this crazy rabbit hole that we're getting into. It's still Monday in most of America, isn't it? LMBAO. I spy a United States federal agent. Do you really think that they're going to lie for you too? Idiots. So again, with the lying thing. And as you can see by the date on the top, it's January 21st, 2023. Military time is 23:41. It's 11:41. In 15 minutes, it's going to be January 22nd. And after this federal agent disappears, that's when Alvarez comes into the picture. And that's what's been so strange about this day that Ebony Prince always brings up. From talking about Gloria, the federal agent, to Christoper Alvarez and Drake, and all these things happening at this hotel at once. He shares this extended clip of the clip that he's been sharing, and is going back to calling Christoper Alvarez a liar. Later on, Alvarez had made a response in an article saying that everything was a lie, that nothing happened between him and Drake. He actually said that him and Drake were listening to beats.
I have the privilege to be with Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and other celebrities who have been very nice to me, but I don't understand where it all got blurred with the fans. I can confirm that I was with Drake on the night of January 22nd, 2023. After his New York City concert with 21 Savage, Alvarez wrote his essay for the publication. I was called to meet Drizzy at the Mark Hotel, and we had a blast listening to new beats. I am not in the position to talk about his character outside our meetings, but I can say I was not violated in any way. Growing up in a society, Alvarez says, that was not meant for me to succeed, I would never put myself in a position that would further dehumanize the disability community, Christoper added, citing CDC statistics that 80% of women and 30% of men with development disabilities have been SA'd. Lastly, I have been getting a lot of spam phone calls, text, emails, and social media messages saying that I am a snitch in this beef, that I accepted hush money from Drake, and that I was somehow on the plan because I follow underage high school girls. Alvarez emphasized, first, I don't know anything about Drake and Lamar's beef because to me, life is too short to hate and I don't follow it. Second, I'm a hardworking journalist who holds elected officials and private entities accountable. I don't have rappers on speed dial to be the mole or the snitch.
EbonyPrince gets wind of this. He hears about it. He gets upset because now he's accusing EbonyPrince of being a liar. This is when EbonyPrince gets upset and starts tweeting about Alvarez at this article where he responded. He responds with this photo, posting that Alvarez was there from 11:45 till 3 a.m. But just a few minutes before Christoper Alvarez shows up, there's a federal agent that people are saying his name is Gloria. She comes out of the frame, and then Alvarez comes in the frame. And this had gotten EbonyPrince upset when he started talking about beats. He says, so if we believe you two, you would have at least been in the building for 5 minutes if you listen to all as little as 2 of the shortest beats, right? So the $1 million question becomes, how many beats? So riddle me this, Mr. Alvarez. How many beats do you and your friend listen to in the suite that night? That is what you said happened, right? Which EbonyPrince is questioning Alvarez because he knows that Alvarez is lying. You're lying about him and you're lying about the scenario. Because Drake never listened to beats with Alvarez. Alvarez was stuck in the lobby waiting for Drake that entire time. For whatever reason, federal agents were there before Alvarez showed up. Alvarez shows up and he stays in the building until 3 a.m., until 3:20 a.m. in the morning. So how many beats again, Mr. Alvarez? I said I was quite meticulous in my methods and I meant it. It's time for Black Americans to be paid properly across the board. Any reports that bear my name, I needed the details on in case of court cases. But the question is really about the day and the time that all this occurs, because EbonyPrince being a security guard there, obviously he's going to have all this information. He's talking about how Gloria was there. He's saying that Gloria had all this information. Gloria is all in these police reports. And look at this date right here, January 21st, 2023. Witness name is Gloria. January 21st, 2023. Gloria is there just a few minutes before Alvarez arrives. And what I never understood was he said, you have until Monday noon to answer, at which time I will post a snippet of you being escorted out of the building. Hopefully it's at least 5 minutes past the time in the short clip I've already released, since you were up in the suite listening to beats, right? So Alvarez was escorted out of the building. Drake never showed up. Drake never met Alvarez. I've also speculated that people might have gotten fired because of it. But the thing that bothers me the most about this whole scenario that happened on this day or happened at this night is the tie between the federal agent and Christoper Alvarez. What always bothered me about this was that the federal agent was there just a few minutes before Alvarez appeared. Now we know why Alvarez is there. He's there to meet Drake. And what are the odds of her leaving as Alvarez shows up? It just never sat right with me. And I think EbonyPrince showing this Alvarez video again of him appearing in there is probably just to let us know not to forget and to show that this day still has importance. The minute that Drake's entourage pulled up, he was gone. Alvarez lied. A federal agent is there. Her name could potentially be Gloria, going by the witness and the date, speculating that this federal agent could be that. I feel like they have to be connected in some way, allegedly. I'm just guessing right now. You can tell me how you feel about this, man. If anything, I think EbonyPrince is just trying to remind us that this day is very important, that Alvarez still lied about what he lied for, and we don't know why he lied. But then he says this about the federal agent. Do you really think that they're going to lie for you too? So now I'm starting to think, is EbonyPrince talking about the federal agent and how they're not going to lie for Drake the same way that Alvarez had lied for Drake? Do you really think that they're going to lie for you too? What this federal agent and Alvarez have in common was that they were both there on the same night. One of them lied for Drake, which is Alvarez. But will the federal agent that was there the same day lie for you also? I think that's why he prompts this in this question, because they both were there, but only one of them has lied for Drake already. This federal agent that was there that same night, EbonyPrince is saying that she's not going to lie for Drake also. At least if she's lying for Drake already, allegedly, then she's not going to be lying for him long. The case associated with Gloria or this alleged federal agent, if the federal agent is Gloria, is very concerning because of the paperwork. EbonyPrince has already released what the incident report was dealing with. As you can see on the top of the heading right here and the injury type right here. This was the accident that Gloria was responding to. My guess is this was in regards to the federal agent and Alvarez. Since they were both there that night, I think it's more so him implying if the agent is going to lie for Drake, just like Alvarez did for whatever happened this night. But him wording it like this and him sharing the video footage that he has shared today, it just makes me feel like he's implying that these two things are connected. In what way, I'm not sure. But Alvarez definitely wasn't with Drake that night. And I think the federal agent being there at the same time as Alvarez isn't just some type of coincidence, bro. I think there's more to it. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Y'all tell me how you feel about these clues that he had just dropped the other day. And let me know in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.